You don't have too much time to write it on the test. It's not creative writing test. So if you notice, I try to write short way, not long way. Who know what is Laconic language means? Laconic. Put your hands down. Yes, KMD, what is Laconic? You're raising hand, right? Who can tell me what is Laconic without any internet? Okay, I'll tell you a little bit story. Do you know Sparta? Have you seen this movie 300 Spartans, right? Who has seen this movie? This warrior who walked with Persian, and Persian was like many thousands, and 300 people, real warrior from Sparta. They were so strong, they could not be defeated unless they die. In Sparta, they have special way of treating kids, and they develop strong soldiers from these people. And they thought that boys supposed to show their courage, not show their talking. They do not talk too much at all. And they study art, how to express their thought using minimum words. The less words you use in your conversation, this was the better. And they developed what? Laconic language. Because Laconic place was in Sparta. And it was a real story when this town, you remember that time, hundreds years ago, was surrounded by the big fence, and enemies surround this place. Thousands and thousands of people. And number of people inside of this fence were very limited. But since these Persian people, they know that they're strong soldiers, they decided not to fight, not to lose their people, not to lose. And they sent big papyrus. You know, papyrus, it's like roll of paper. And they said, if you don't give up, they send this. If you don't give up, we kill everybody, we take all of this, we do this, we do this. Big list. And these Laconic people send them response in envelope. When you open, guess what they wrote for them? What they wrote in this envelope? Anybody? Somebody using internet, right? Okay. They use one word, if. If. It means try, if. Use the same word, if. 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 You see this if? The denominator is decreased by 2, 5x minus 2. And numerator cancel out 8 equals to 8x. If you divide, in this case, x equals to 1. X equals to 1. In this like exception, original fraction would be 5/7. Why? Because you plug in 5x/7x is the same like 5 times 1 times 1 would be 5/7. Again, use matrix, numerator, denominator, original fraction. Don't forget to use scaling factor. If new value, cross multiplication, solve for this. So far, so good. Who understand this? Who understand? Let me solve another problem by myself. We have limited time. I want to change a little bit. If original fraction, if you have a question, ask me. Like we did so far. Use two objects. Write neatly. It will be model problem for your homework. You have numerator, and you have denominator. Create a matrix. The first is original fraction. They ask you. Find the original fraction. Original fraction. The first object. So the value of fraction is 4 over 5. Value is 4 over 5, but maybe probably could be 8 over 10 fraction or 40 over 50. You never know. That's we use scaling factor. It's 4x over 5x. So far so good. Again, value and original fraction is different story because value is after simplification. Original, it's original. You have to use scaling factor. After that, I told you about Laconic, right? Place in Greece where people talk very little. And they said if, I put here if, what happens? If the numerator increased by 4, 4x plus 4, and denominator increased by 10. Take this denominator and increase by 10. So far so good, students. Any questions? Can you raising hand? You have questions? No questions.
No, no questions.
Okay. New value. New value. New value is 2 over 3. I'll take different color and emphasize. You can override this, but on the test, you have a limited time. Limited time, right? You have 90 minutes for 57 questions. So this is if you get this value. So next step is cross multiplication. Okay, this time this equals this time this. So I will write here 5x plus 10 multiplied by 2 equals 4x plus 4 multiplied by 3. So far so good. Any questions? Now distribute it. 10x plus 20 equals 12x plus 12. How to find x? Easy. Minus 10x and minus 10x minus 12 and minus 12. Cancel out. 20 minus 12 is 8. 12x minus 10x is 2x's. Cancel out. Divide by 2 both parts. This equals to 4. What is equals to 4? We got x equals to 4. What is x? X is my scaling factor. Let me take different color. And they ask you not to find x. They ask you to find this one. This is our target. How to do this? Grab this 4 and plug in straight over there and over here. So far so good. So the last step. 4x over 5x. Right over here. 4x over 5x equals 4. Instead of x is 4. Instead of x is 4. I get 20 here in the denominator and 16 over 20. And this is the answer. So easy with this, right? I'll tell you, nobody uses these matrices to solve this problem. I want to make it consistent. And when students get this, what is beauty? If you forget about something, let's say I forget to write something here, you get a prompt, you forget this, empty. It's supposed to anything incorporate with data. Who understand this topic, students?